Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Okay. I decided to do a weekend tarot reading for y'all. Whoa. Whoops. Okay. The sun was out a moment ago. Alrighty, friends. So a little bit of housekeeping. I have a 50% off sale going on my Etsy store to celebrate the launch and for Taurus season. So on May 21st it ends. But now till then, use the code GAB777 for 50% off of readings and leather products, leather things. I have these gorgeous leather wallets up there. The Pisces one sold. They're one of a kind. I will never make another one exactly like it. So get it while it's there. And yes, the 50% off applies to the leather as well, which is insane. But I really wanted to celebrate Taurus season with style and genuine leather. Nothing says Taurus more like a genuine leather wallet. I love it. I will also be putting up these beautiful handmade leather bags as well, and a few other things, but that's what I've started with. So, wanted to do a weekend reading for you using the Druidcraft Tarot. This deck is absolutely gorgeous. It is a little bit big for my hands though, so it's kind of difficult to shuffle. But I'm determined. I'm determined. Happy Friday, by the way. I think I said that already, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. It feels really beautiful today. By the way, Wednesday night, we were hit with a decent sized CME, and I missed the Aurora Borealis here. It was cloudy. I would have been able to see it, but yesterday morning, I swear to God, everybody around me was extra emotional, including myself, and the goats. The goats were ridiculous. They were quite more aggressive and riled up than usual, so I think everybody's feeling it right now. Nine of Swords. Everybody's feeling it right now. I think there's a couple more that are expected to hit Earth or brush past it, so we'll see how that affects things. Anyway, Jupiter has also moved into Pisces. I live on a farm and there's always work being done, so don't mind the truck. Jupiter's moved into Pisces. It's crazy. There was an astrologer that predicted this. I'm sure there was multiple, but there's an astrologer that predicted this, that as soon as Jupiter moved into Pisces, that crypto would, and that's exactly what happened. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a sec. Alright, it is what it is. I'm just gonna keep going. So let's see 3 cards that will tell us about this weekend. Oh, wow, that's literally 3 cards right there. Oh no, it was 4. That's okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Jeez. Okay. Wow. Alright, so we have 2 court cards and 2 minor arcana. We have the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. And we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Wow. These two came out together. This is how it looks like. This is how they came out looking like to me, right? Queen of Cups. She's not really looking at the King of Wands, but she's holding her chalice with the moon sitting right above it. So very cup energy. The Queen of Wands, King of Wands, sorry. Just kind of doing his own thing. Looking very intently at the viewer or the reader. Alright, so for this weekend, feels like there's some tension between these two of some kind. Tension isn't always bad, by the way. Tension can lead to creativity. Sorry. I'm messing around with my hat. Queen of Wands is a emotionally in tune, usually psychically aware individual that is in touch with their nurturing side. This is a very Cancerian energy. She has her toe dipped into the water, which is a literal rendition of being in touch with the subconscious and with the undercurrents of life, you could say. And I always find it interesting with this deck to see who's barefoot and who's not, because the King of Wands is not barefoot. His throne looks like it's on dirt or on rock, but there is some foliage around him, which is interesting. King of Wands is highly spiritual, in touch with divine inspiration. He's a community leader. I also think it's interesting the color choices. He is wearing a red tunic, but around his shoulders, around actually his a bit above and around his throat and the throat chakra, but above, kind of covering, but also above his heart is that blue color, which is symbolic of water, which really shows that yes, he is mostly fire red, but there is a measure, a touch of that water element in him, so he is a little bit psychically in tune and in touch with his emotions, in as much as, well, definitely a little bit in touch with his emotions, but he's less connected to the earth. He's got his feet covered, right? He's wearing shoes. Whereas Queen of Cups is highly in tune with the cycles of nature, and hello, butterfly. Highly in tune with the cycles of nature and the cycles of the moon, and is diving into her subconscious, doing the shadow work, you could say. There's also a snake right beside her throne, which in this deck is used to symbolize renewal. Regeneration. Her throne's also seated on like lush ground. Anyway, in between these two figures, we have the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So let's talk about the Eight of Pentacles first. This is the Middle Deacon of Virgo. This is all about putting in the effort, the work, paying attention to the daily habits, and the physical body as well. The vehicle. It's Virgo, right? The vehicle that takes you through life, making sure that you're putting in the effort and being prudent with everything that you do to build whatever it is that you're building. On the Seven of Swords. This doesn't always indicate that there's deceit or thievery going on. It could also be talking about, because that's one of the main things that people read this card as, it could also be talking about simply using your mental faculties. This is the first Deacon of Aquarius. Or the last Deacon of Aquarius. Yeah, because 8, 9, 10 is Gemini. Fixed air. This is ruled by the moon. Also interesting. But anyway, it could be using your own intellect in different ways to achieve whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. And maybe, you need to be cunning, or maybe you need to be a little bit deceptive about something. Alternatively, it could be somebody using that practice against you. It didn't come out reversed, though, so I'm gonna take it as more of a positive manifestation. You can tell... I'm gonna give myself away a little bit. You can tell that I'm a little bit unsure about how to read something when I start fiddling with my hair and fidgeting a bit. But anyway, it seems as though there are two figures in this story, two distinct personalities or people. One could be you, one could be somebody else. Oh, the one leg just decided to fall asleep. Ow. And between the two, it's like there's some disjointed communication. And one or both of them are working very hard. Building something, anyway. I love how many birds are around here. Speaking of communication and air, I guess. Oh, it's also kind of interesting. There's a representative from every suit here. Fire, air, earth, and water. So I'm going to pull on one last card to kind of show what the outcome of this weekend could be. For these two figures, will they be able to communicate? Is what they're building positive, fruitful? Will they be able to see eye to eye? Can you hear the raven in the background? Oh. Death, Scorpio. Deep transformation. So whatever is happening this weekend between these two people, in your personal life, you can also view this as two different personalities inside of yourself that are trying to come to some kind of agreement, or which one is running the show. Anyway, death coming out as the outcome. This is telling me that there's some deep transformation taking place within both figures. And this is also, well, Scorpio is also about really intense intimacy and sex. 8th house is sex. They call it orgasm the little death for a reason. Also kind of cool how I pointed out the renewal there. Similar themes. In fact, there's a snake and there's an eagle right there. And this is about going from, well, when you see the snake and the eagle in mythology and religion, the deeper meaning of it is to go from the lower there's a lot of different meanings, but one of the main ones is to go from the lower expression of those vital energies, of lower expression of sexuality, and giving into just pure lust, and elevating yourself to a higher expression. And to me, it feels like these two figures, the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups, they seem to me to be a little bit more mature. Especially since we didn't get princesses and princes. Although I did see the Prince of Cups while I was shuffling. But I'm wondering if at some point, maybe this weekend or the coming week, there's a transformation that could take place on one or both sides of the aisle to cause some deep renewal, some deep. I'm struggling with my words here. This is the crone energy, right? Scorpio, it's death. There's a ton of birds around me right now. It's getting rid of the excess, what doesn't serve, what's rotting, what needs to go, and being born anew, right? I want one more card. So the cards are telling me that there will be a renewal, and there is an offer of woodpecker. Sorry. I fucking love birds. There's an offer of renewed creativity, renewed love, renewed emotional fulfillment. This tells me that, sorry, this tells me that there is work involved. It's not going to be an easy process, but it'll be worth it. Have a good weekend.